Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you'll love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This will be past, present, or future. You or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, just simply check out the description below. All are welcome on this channel, and all contributions are highly appreciated. Remember, tarot is a tool, it's not the final rule. It's a good idea to have an empty cup when you are on Lady Noble's channel and you really want to see what's up. Collective, we're starting off with the crystal card, and we have periodolite. Periodolite. Okay. There can be a lot of negative energy and negative emotions surrounding you from day to day. The stone neutralizes those energies and allows your spirit to absorb knowledge and wisdom. Used during meditation, it also expands your mind so you can truly understand the beauty in life. So, this crystal here is a crystal that can neutralize some of the negative energy that you may feel surrounding you on a daily, or when I say negative energy, this could be maybe you're in a household where there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of people. Maybe at work, there's a lot of noise, a lot of friction, lots of distractions. This could be in a community, a group setting that you are connected to, as well as when you go out in public. This could be something you will want to carry on you, male or female, okay? That's for someone who needs to hear that, okay? Men carry crystals too. Yes, it's part of the earth. They come from earth, crystals and stones. But either way, this is something to neutralize the energy or the projection that you may be feeling. You may be feeling negative energy and wondering, what is these feelings or emotions that you are having? Maybe you wake up and you leave your home and you're feeling great and you're like, what is this? I was just feeling fine. As soon as I arrive to work, things feel different. This is a stone that you need to screenshot, write it down, Maybe you like to purchase that for yourself or for someone who you feel needs it, okay? And so you can have a life where there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of distractions. Maybe you work somewhere where there's lots of people. Maybe you have a job where you're in contact with a lot of people. Maybe you work at a job that patronizes some kind of service where there's a lot of people. You deal with a lot of public, okay? A lot of public energy, okay? Whoever you are, whatever you do for a living, doesn't matter, okay? And so little simple things, there's a lot of simple things you could do to keep your energy, keep yourself centered and grounded, and just not allowing the negative energy of other people to affect you, okay? There's a lot of things you can do to help you remain on your throne, not becoming upset or disturbed, or maybe having a day that's been full of a lot of high energy. And when you get home, you don't have a smile on your face. Your family's greeting you with a smile, but you're not happy. Like, look at the demeanor. How was your day, babe? Are you hungry? Very tight face, very tight lipped. So Spirit is saying, feel free, to purchase you a crystal, okay? Maybe you've been feeling some kind of sadness, or depression as well. You may be experiencing something, but there's a need for you to get into the practice of practicing spiritual hygiene, not just purchasing a crystal or a stone, but possibly doing some spiritual cleansing of your home, doing spiritual baths as well. Maybe you want to do some research on those things before you partake into them and find out what works for you. There are many things that you can do. That are very minor, okay? There's things you can utilize in your home, in your kitchen. You may not even have to purchase anything. So they're saying do the research, okay? Do the research, okay? Because these feelings and emotions that you've been in have had you sad and feeling stuck and binded to a situation as if you cannot be set free, okay? And this isn't a relationship. This is something at work. I'm picking up that is going on, or something, I don't know, something in the household. I don't know, maybe you have relatives living with you. Maybe you're ready for them to move. You're ready for them to go. You're like, I wish I'd find a place. I'm tired of them eating the last piece of bread. Now I'm hearing somebody didn't replace the ketchup. Okay. Maybe they're not cleaning up after themselves. Maybe they're not keeping their end of the agreement. Okay. You could have told them something like, you can stay here, but just make sure you pay the light bill. Maybe they have an excuse every month. Okay. And we have the queen, but here's the king. So you and your spouse, whether you married or not, could be looking like, look, we've helped them long enough. We got to figure out how to get them out of our house. This is for somebody. You like, yeah, we love you, your family, but we helped you long enough. Okay, we helped you long enough. It is time to go. Okay. Yeah, and there's been some miscommunication. You feel, this person is could possibly be telling you that they're experiencing some kind of financial delay. It's always something when it's time for them to pay their portion, to pay that light bill or their portion of the rent, or whether it's paying for the Wi-Fi in the home, whatever it is. It's always an excuse. They can't do it, or they don't have all the money. They have a portion of the money. Or maybe this is someone who doesn't clean up after themselves. Maybe they're bringing a lot of people to the house. Oh, I'm getting a whole lot of different energy, and you are ready for them to go, whether you are married or have a living spouse or not. But if you do, I'm picking up both of you already. Like, uh, look, dog, you gotta go. Like, we've been a fool long enough. We've helped you long enough. So you could be giving this person a timeline to exit, to get up out of the crib. Okay. And so with the Nine of Wands, you've had enough. You've made a lot of sacrifices, And one thing about allowing people to move in and live with you, things do change. You have to really rearrange your entire life. This Nine of Wands represents perseverance. Your privacy is gone, when you accept someone into your home, especially if it's just you and your spouse and you're helping someone out. Your privacy is totally gone. You have to move different, live different, because that person is there. And I believe that's something that the person that needs help isn't thinking about. But people get into situations and people do need help. But I think if the person, would consider that about all that you have given up, as well as them not paying their portion of their responsibilities, it's just really unfair to you. It is. You're giving up your privacy. You're paying all the bills. They're never on time with anything, or they don't have all the money. I keep picking that up. They don't have it all. They're $50 short. They're $20 short. You know. But maybe this is that relative that every night when you cook dinner, what you cook? What y'all cook? You got any more left? And all you hear is a spoon hitting the bottom of the pan. So something's got to give, with the magician here. Something's got to give. You like magic. We're going to find you a place, buddy. We're going to make sure you exit up out of here. Better yet, you find you a place. We've done enough. So I see you giving this person a deadline. You're standing in your power. You're not allowing this person to continue to live with you and be ungrateful, as well as, they could be also, saying what they don't have, but they could be spending money in your face. Now that's about the rudest. To tell somebody you don't have it, but you're shopping and buying stuff in their face, that's the rudest. That is just total disrespect. I know I owe you $200, but I went and bought these Jordans. I went and bought these shoes. I know I owe you, but I went and bought these pants. This person is rude. This is someone who is rude. So maybe you need this crystal to stay calm from putting your hands on this person. But if this is a work situation as well, that crystal will be good for that. And it would be nice for you to purchase some crystals periodically. After you get this person out of your home, do some spiritual cleansing, do some cleaning, throw out some things, maybe smudge your home and maybe buy you a couple of crystals to spread out throughout your house. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you need something to neutralize that energy inside your home. You can also buy stones and crystals and place them in your car as well. That's for somebody, just someone who's wondering about that. You can put the crystals wherever you want to. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Here you are again. You and your spouse. So I'm picking up. There's a couple. There's a either a married couple or living spouse. There's someone that you two have taken in, and this person is like wearing you down financially. I guess they're eating all the groceries. We got the king and the queen out here twice. Oh boy, they are wearing you down. And you work hard for what you have. You're very responsible. You thought you were helping, but this person is taking advantage. This reading is taking a turn. The ungrateful roommate. I guess this should be the title. Or the ungrateful, not roommate, the boarder. The ungrateful relative. The ungrateful. Okay. The nerve of some people. Owing you and shopping in your face. Yeah. You are requiring more harmony back into your life. This could also has caused some kind of inception in your relationship with your spouse as well. Like I said, you have to give up your privacy. You can't do what you do, when you're by yourself. If you have someone living with you, it's just the truth. You may want to be free that day. But when you got somebody living with you, you gotta, keep that on. Keep them clothes on. Keep them clothes on. Okay? So yes, it may be a tower moment, but this is a tower moment that needs to be had. Spirit is saying no more of allowing this person to take advantage of you, collective. No more. Because if you say nothing, they will continue to stay. They will continue to not have all the money and continue shopping in your face while owing you. I mean, the audacity, and they're not even hiding the clothes from you. I'm picking up, they're coming in the house with bags. They're not even hiding the bags from you. They letting you see it. Maybe they're ordering stuff offline, and packages coming to the door. And you like, I thought you said you didn't. Well, your packages are by the door. You got 3 of them that came today. Yeah, judgment is being called. It's time to take your power back. Yeah. And you may not want to do this with this tower energy. You may be concerned, even though this person has been there long enough, you may be concerned with hurting their feelings or do they have somewhere to go? But that's not your business. You've supported this person long enough. And so it's time for you to, let the chips fall where they may. They'll be fine. Some people have to grow up. It comes a point where you have to grow up, and um, be forced to do some adulting, and sometimes it happens like that. Someone may have to tell you, hey, you got to go, and no, I can't help you. You may not want to do it, but you can afford to keep taking care of this person. It's wearing on your happiness, your well-being, your relationship. It's stressing you out. Look how you looking. Look how you looking. Look how your spouse looking. I'll be glad when they get out of here. Oh, yeah. It's nothing wrong with living with family or friends if that's what you have to do. But this reading is about someone who is just taking advantage and they're like laughing in this person's face. To me, that's if they owe you money and they shopping in your face, that's laughing in your face. That's playing in your face. That's playing on your top. But with the world energy here, it's time, like I said, for that person to learn the lesson of being an adult and being responsible. They will be fine. They will find somewhere to live. Do not overwhelm or be concerned with that. Give them a deadline to leave, Spirit is saying, and allow them to pack their things and exit. Do not try to engage in assisting them, because if you do, they're going to wiggle their way into extending their stay with you. Oh, yeah, because you'll be now incorporated and involved in, well, they tried to look for a place, they couldn't find one. No, 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 no. Even if they have to go ask someone else, can they move in? Allow them to do that. But if you're there in the way, taking them by the hand, and this person is an adult and very smart and clever to live on someone else and shop till they drop and owe them money, this person is very smart. They're very wise. They have a brain of their own. They are going to be fine. Spirit is saying, get out of the way and let them learn how to be independent. Let them learn how to be self-efficient. And it looks like they need to learn about responsibilities. Okay, so you have to stay out of the way. The moment you take their hand, they're going to wiggle their way back into, well, can I have another couple months? You see, I can't find nothing. No, 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 no. You stay out of the way. They'll be just fine. Let them get their things. Let them exit and close the door. Change the locks if you feel the need to, okay? And Spirit is saying, yes, close the door and change the locks if you need to, okay? Close the door and change the locks if you need to. They do not need your assistance. They're going to be fine, okay? You don't have to worry about them. And you and your boo thing can get back to each other, enjoying your home, enjoying your space, not being so tight lipped and angry or PO'd because this person is taking advantage of you in your own home. Yeah, that's a hell of a feeling there. That's a feeling right there, boy. That's a feeling. You paying all the bills, you paying the cost to be the boss, and you're kind enough to open your home and you're taking care of someone, you letting them live with you, and they just like, yeah, that's enough to, yeah, that'll make a person, yeah, look like that. So let this person pack their things and leave. Do not assist them. I'm being told to repeat that. Don't you pick up a phone talking about, I know somebody with a place, or I'm going to call so-and-so and see you. Don't you say a thing. Don't you say nothing. Stay out of the way. Stay out of the way, collective. Let them use their own mind to be ambitious about making changes in their own life in order to change their world. Okay, so they can become responsible. See, we have to take the crutch away. We have to stop allowing people sometimes to stop being so lenient. This reading is not about not allowing family to live with you. This reading is about someone who is taking advantage of the person whom they are living with. I mean, just taking advantage, just not being responsible, not cleaning up after themselves, never ever paying their end or their share of the agreement, saying they don't have it, but to shop in somebody's face and not even hide that you're shopping. You got packages coming to the house. You bringing bags, and I'm seeing high end name brand top of the line. This ain't no Walmart shopping spree. This ain't no Dollar Tree, I'm seeing high end brand labels. I'm talking this person. This person got money. They got it. They just like, no, I'm living here for free. I'm not giving it to you. You're paying all the bills anyway. Thanks. That kind of energy. So this is not about families shouldn't live together. I'm being told to explain this was there because there's a knucklehead or a tough head that's but whatever. But that's what this reading is about. Someone who's taking advantage, who's not showing their appreciation. Okay? There's nothing wrong with living together if you can be respectful and do your part. There's nothing wrong with that. But to have it one-sided is unfair. Look at these people. I gotta show you again. Look at their face. They are not happy. I'm going to the store. You want anything? I just want this MF out of my house. All right, I'll be back. They're not happy. And that's not fair to people who work hard, to make sure they can maintain their homes and themselves, and they, People take their kindness for weakness. That's just not cool, dude. It's not. So this concludes the read. I trust and hope that it assists you for your highest good. Don't help them. Stay out the way. Later.